Right, my break is finally over. I have returned to a little bit of Path of Exile. I just leveled up a character in preparation for the next league. Now, it took me exactly 7 hours and 4 minutes and 43 seconds. I think that is fine. I should have all passive points, so my leveling brain is still intact, which is good. That means I haven't messed up anywhere. We are res capped. We have done all 3 laps. So yeah, we're looking kind of good. We are level 63. That is perfectly fine for like league start purposes. You could end up lower, but between 62 and 66 is usually what I end up on. So I am fairly happy with this. Yeah, and 7 hours is okay in my eyes. So yeah, I think what we will do is, I don't even know which maps I have. This is basically, yeah, that is the dump tap. That is the dump tap. We did find 4 maps though, which is quite nice. You have Spider Forest, Underground Sea, Cold River, Spider Forest. So there is one of them that you have twice. You have the 2 other ones, which means Kirak. Shooter Forest, Arid Lake is the one we'll take from him. Thank you very much. These can go back now. So yeah, let's just run a map together and let's see how this goes, right? So, 2 Rogue Exiles, okay. That should be fun. Yeah, so this build is a Occultist that curses, that also uses Profane Bloom, which gives you explosions, right? So that's fairly nice. So it's a Chaos Dot build. This one is put together by Subtractum, and I quite like this build, honestly. This could very well be what I will be taking into the next league. So yeah, definitely a cool build, as you can see here. To clear this kind of noise. I really like this one. There we go, there's level 64. Sweet, that's good. Oh hey, hello. We have Essence Strain for single target help. And that's pretty much it, right? Other than that, we have Fane with currently 2 curses, which are Despair as well as Temporal Chains. And for movement, I'm using Flame Dash. It's just the one movement skill I am the most comfortable with, right? So I often switch in a movement skill for another one if I see the need for it, or if I don't like the movement skill that build guides are using. In this case though, he was using Flame Dash anyways. It does make a lot of sense, right? So yeah, let's talk about boss DPS, because that is what we will not have in the beginning here, but that's a-okay. The big good thing is you throw Bane on, you throw Essence Drain on, and then you just try to survive. Which can be tricky, don't get me wrong. I did do some Val side areas, haven't gotten a Val Blight, which would be amazing. But that's okay, right? That is definitely okay. And yeah, so I will be playing next league, that is for sure. The setting in which we will do so though, that is something that I would like to talk about a little bit. So and with me, I mean a couple of friends and we were talking to one another, like if you want to do some group fan stuff. So yeah, that is what we actually will be playing. We just start in normal trade league, don't get me wrong. There is no private league for this or anything, just we decided, you know what, we don't want to play with like trade in mind too much. We just want to have some fun, test some builds, and yeah, just have a good time. Take it a little bit slower, take it in like the vein of go. Everybody has his own pace, right? So that is why we are doing this. And I think that will be very, very much fun for us. So yeah, I kind of like this. And yeah, as you see, I'm in solo self-found currently. I didn't play Sentinel League, so I could have done this in normal, but I was just like, okay, just boot up SSF. Because that will make things very, very easy, right? So I can migrate all, test another build for leveling if I really want to. But if this one doesn't get touched too hard, this could be quite good to farm Syndicate safe houses, which is always the thing I'm looking forward to do, right? I really like the betrayal mechanic. So yeah, oh my god, a thieving. Honestly, this is insane. My run through the acts was absolutely intense. I have a belt with 39 cold rest, 41 lightning rest, and 45 life with strength and 40 life implicit, right? With armor as well and some mana, but this belt is insanity. These boots I used for a long, long time. As you can see, only fire rest, 15 cold rest, and some crafted movement speed, but the 15% decreased mana regenerate if you've cast a spell recently is actually quite nice. Essence Drain is basically a spell, right? So yeah, that's fairly nice. Also, as you can see, we only needed one 4-link for now, because Essence Drain is just linked with Blight and Void Manipulation. So those will have their own 4 links at some point, right? But yeah, socket-wise, leveling was a breeze, right? And the only auras I used were Malevolence, Vitality, and at the start I also used Clarity until I switched into the Bane setup, and then I was just using these two. So yeah, that felt very, very nice, not gonna lie. Flame Dash with Arcane Surge, right? And Steel Skin on left click, that gives you a little bit of a bolster up and a good amount of defense against bleed. So yeah, I honestly had a very good time throughout the leveling process with this build. So I can only recommend this one if you want to give this a go. Yeah. There is one thing I would like to mention, and this is this Chaos Mastery here, +1 level of all Chaos skill champs, lose 10% life and ES when you use a Chaos skill. Wait with this Mastery until you are here on the tree and take up, it's this one, Life and Energy Shield on kill, as well as this one. You can do it here, and that's a-okay, because 10% life at this point isn't too much, and if you kill a group of enemies, this feels already pretty good. But if you want to go very safe, grab the second one as well, and then you get 30 life on kill and 30 ES on kill, and that makes this Mastery very worth, because as you can see, I still have fire damage wands and the cold damage wands. So these two wands are absolutely trash, but I was not able to switch into them sooner. I'm not leveling stuff in the offhand for the moment, but I will do that now, or I will be doing that in an actual league start scenario, right? So yeah, practice run is done for this build. I've never played this build before, and to be able to do this in 7 hours just goes to show that the build is good. The build is really, really good. I had some troubles getting used to the Arch Nemesis mobs, so I've died 43 times between Act 1 and 5, or like 40 times there, and between Act 6 and 10 I only died 3 times. Once to Kitava, once to Comb, and what was because I didn't have max res at that point, and some other death, which is a-okay. But yeah, with that, I mean, level, as I said, I landed on 63, almost 64. That is perfectly fine. That gives you a good amount of stuff on the tree, stuff that you want, stuff that you really need. I did something that he didn't do in his guide, which is Socket the Conqueror's Sufficiency, since this is a quest reward, and you gain a little bit of mana reservation, which is not the thing I was after, but I was after the 4% increased skill effect duration. So yeah, those are just small things that you pick up while leveling, right? And if you know what the build wants you to do, which is get a good amount of AoE, get some skill duration for Chaos Dot, because I was playing other Chaos Dot build before, right? I was playing Essence Ring Contagion, I was playing Toxic Rain, Caustic Arrow, all those builds, they always want a little bit of skill duration to help their damage out. So that is a good sign if you can recognize things like that. Sorry, words are hard today. Yeah, so as I said, we will be playing in a group found setting, and we are doing it like that because we think if somebody gets an amazing drop and he's like, guys, I'm sorry, I have to sell this, I want to go into Trade League, he can just put it up for sale and everything is good, right? If he really wants to say, hey, you know what, I've had enough of this experiment, I'm done with it, I don't like solo self-found in particular, group found is a little bit, was fun for League Start, but I now want to branch off into the Trade League, everybody is free to do so. There is no rule specifically that you cannot just go out there and say, okay, I've had enough, I am now gonna play Trade League. You're absolutely free to do that. We are like 4 to 5 people at the moment in our group who will be doing this. I think all of us are in the same guild as well. Why do I mention that? Basically of the guild stash, which I completely forgot where it is in my hideout. It's been a long time. It's been such a long time. Where is my guild stash? I'm in SSF. I'm an idiot. Yeah. So, yeah, definitely no idea. Let's go to the standard league or just show all. Quickly boot this up. Yeah, the guild stash, there we go, will basically be our way of getting items from one to another in a fashion where if somebody logs off and we get an item that he can really use, there it is, we can throw it into here. We have a map tab, a stash tab, which somehow has stuff in it, and a div tab in here. I don't know why we have a div tab, but that's okay. That's easy. Map tab is good. Currency tab is awesome. And we have just a normal tab in here where we can switch out stuff. Right, what is happening with this build over here, my Freezing Pulse Elementalist? I need to sit down and work on some stuff because we will definitely lose Defiance Banner and we will lose the... did I even... We have increased effect, so we didn't even take it. Okay, at least the reservation is safe as long as we are using the Katarina helmet, so that's good to see. Yeah, okay. Awesome. But yeah, defense-wise, stuff needs to happen to this build, unfortunately. Because yeah, it is a bit squishy, even though you freeze a lot, right? But I will be working on this build again at some point. I don't know when. Probably mid-league-ish would be a good time to spend more time on the theory crafts of this one. But yeah, as I said, I will be playing next league. You know how we will be playing, and I'm just really happy with the practice run that I have done. And yeah, I mean, there's not much to say about, or more to say about this, other than we will probably have to decide if we really go with this build, but that will be once we have the full patch notes. And yeah, that is it for today. Thank you so much for watching, guys, and as always, take care. Bye.